Chrome.
Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's review we're going to be taking a look at Blazing Chrome. This is developed by Joey Mashes and published by TheArcadeCrew, so a quick thanks to TheArcadeCrew for the review copy and for making this video possible. So as you can probably see on the screen, this is a 16-bit quick-paced 2D shooter. This is also a spiritual successor to the classic Contra. Now personally I haven't really played much Contra. However, I will say that this does do a great job of feeling like a classical game in general, not just specifically Contra, but the controls and everything about it feels very well classical in obviously a very good way. Now it's simple, it's fast, and it kind of knows exactly what it wants to be. You basically choose difficulty, a character, and then it will go through everything you need to know all at once, and it will just throw you in the game and let you get on with it. Now classic games in general, and more specifically Contra, are well known for their difficulty. So in Blazing Chrome, the normal difficulty feels a little more like a practice mode for when you unlock hardcore mode, since when you are playing on normal you get checkpoints, you can continue no matter how much you die, and hardcore mode is a lot more like Contra, and that is where the game really starts to get real. Now you will have to complete the normal mode before even getting access to the hardcore mode, which is actually quite fair since there are a lot of parts in this game that are quite a bit of a trial and error, and it's definitely a game that you will want to learn very well before facing the hardcore difficulty. Now the story, as you may have guessed, is quite a simple story. You're basically the only ones left to save humanity and all that great stuff and blah whatever, but that's really not the important thing in these type of games. Now the important thing about this game is obviously the gameplay, and as far as that goes, it is very simple in a very good way, just like a lot of the classical games that it is inspired by. You get a starting weapon with infinite bullets that you can aim up and down. This obviously may change depending on which character you're using. You get a few dodge moves like roll, jump, and just crouch in general. And really apart from that, you just get a few power-ups randomly spawning around the level, like a shield, more speed, a bot that will help you out, or more weapon types that will substitute your primary weapon, even though you will be able to switch in between them until you die, and then you will lose your extra weapons. Now what makes this game really good is how fast and reactive the controls are. Now most will prefer to use the D-pad for obviously the ultimate classical feeling, but I will go ahead and mention that unlike a lot of these classical type games, even if they are modern remakes or whatever, the analog stick's actually really nice to play with in this one. Normally it's almost unplayable, but they did a really good job of allowing you to play with the analog sticks and not making the game impossible. I would obviously say that D-pads are better, but it definitely wasn't the end of the world when you played with the analog stick on this game, and that was pretty nice. As far as the levels go, even if there isn't all that many and the game isn't all that long, all of them do feel unique in their own way. Some of them include nice little sections like this bike one, where even if it's just little things where the sensitivity on your analog stick changes to a bit more or less, it always keeps you really focused on the game, and that is really good. For the most part, the level will throw a lot of normal enemies at you. However, there are quite a lot of different bosses in each mission, and apart from a few of them that they will repeat in different missions, most of them are quite unique and fun to just look at and fight against. Now all of this looks quite nice in the vibrant colors in this 16-bit world, and to be honest it goes quite well with the classical type of soundtrack, and I really don't have any complaint there. You will also be able to play 2-player couch co-op, which though I didn't really play much of the Contra games and I didn't really play those co-op, it does really remind me of the good old days where I spent on like maybe an arcade machine playing games like Metal Slug with my brother or something, and it just feels really nice, and I would definitely say that that is the way to play, especially if you are playing it for fun. That plus the nice range of different characters is really nice to experience. And really, since this game is so simple, like I said, in a good way, I don't really have much more to say. So from me, it's an 8 out of 10. And I would really recommend this game to anybody that like games like Contra. And this is the game that you have been waiting for. So Blazing Chrome is now available for PS4, Xbox One, PC and Nintendo Switch. So hopefully it's helpful, guys. If it was, please go like and subscribe. Remember, you can support the channel more directly by becoming a member down below. And we'll see you next time, guys.